Gamer, Ken Bennett, Thomas, Sar, Conrad, Skipper, Skidmark. How you guys doing? Looks like we're going to have a nice crowd today. Looking forward to some flying in the beautiful Alaskan mountains. Pretty cool. Flying out of Juneau, Alaska. And we're going to be getting underway. I'll show you the flight plan in a second. But I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. I'm having a great Saturday. And yeah, so looking forward to this flight. Got a few twists and turns, a bunch of waypoints. You can look in the description and see exactly the waypoints we're going to be following. I'm going to be in a C-172, flying at about 112 knots, low and slow, probably around 2,000, maybe 2,500 feet, so we can get a good glimpse of all the beautiful scenery in Alaska. And again, taking out a Juneau, PAJN. At ramp 71 parking. Going to be doing cold and dark. Busted Wing, how you doing? Good morning. So we're going to be taking out cold and dark. I can already see a bunch of people. Looks like a bunch of people already there, which is cool. I'm going to I'll be taking out again, starting off ramp 17, and we'll be 71, and we'll be using runway 26, heading out to the west. I'll show you the flight plan. Kind of an ambitious flight plan, if you will. So here you go. Twisting and turning. Flying south to Ketchikan International. So you can see here we kind of usually I go down this valley right here, but I wanted to go out this way for once and check that out. And we'll just be flying along the Stevens Passage and the Frederick Sound, staying above water, so we'll be right in the channel to see mountains on both sides. And then we'll make our way down into the Stikine Strait and the Clarence Strait. A lot of straits in Alaska. And then we'll make our turn here into prep for landing at Ketchikan. And that's going to be our flight plan. So a nice, cool, snaky flight plan. Give you guys a chance to load that in. Or if you just want to follow along, that's fine. I'm going to be on autopilot, flying, like I said, at about 112 knots, something like that. If you guys want to chat, I set up a MFS group flight voice channel on my Discord. The link is in the description of the video if you want to check that out. And let me just see if I can put that in the comments for you here. 1 second, guys. Give me a second here. Where the hell is it? There it is. So here you go. If you can you want to join the Discord if you haven't already. Just join up the Discord and scroll all the way to the bottom. Look for MFS Group Flight Voice Channel, and you guys can chat there. I'm not going to bring that on stream, but you guys want to have some comms there, that'd be cool. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to, before we get started, I've decided to launch some merch on my YouTube channel to give you guys an update on that. So if you scroll down on the video or any one of my videos, you're going to start to see the Buy Bambino Tech merchandise. And it's going to be basically T-shirts and stuff. And the first one we got here is, I thought, kind of cool. I'd rather be flying in VR. All right? So if you want to pick up a T-shirt, I have a few other plans for some VR flight sim related T-shirts and VR related T-shirts and stuff. So, and some tech related stuff. So if you want to check that out, please do. There'll be different styles, sweatshirts, mugs, all kinds of stuff. So if you want to check that out, just click on that merch thing, and help. Some of those proceeds go to support the channel. Not a lot, but things are always helpful. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know about that if you're interested. All right. All right. So yeah. So I guess we're good to go here. And looks like we got about 23 people watching. That's awesome. So let's get into the plane here, get things started. Marks, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Let's get in the plane here. I'm going to be flying in VR, and I'm going to be using the HP Reverb G2, but that doesn't mean you have to. You know, 2D pilots are certainly welcome. And but I'll be using the HP Reverb G2. So what you're going to see is an image of what I see out of one of the eyes of the headset. It, you know, basically, there really is no great way to broadcast or stream what I see in VR. It's in 3D, so it's as if I'm in a real plane. Especially, you know, so like you're in the cockpit, everything is three-dimensional. You really get immersed in it. If you guys haven't tried VR, I strongly suggest checking it out. If you've got the means, it's really cool. And there's a lot of ways to do that now. You could do that with Oculus Quests. You could do that with the HP Reverb G2. There's a lot of ways to do it, but you're generally going to need a PC to do that. You know, but fairly. Oh, that's not good. I got to change the time of day here. Hold on, let's do that. I don't want to be flying at 10 o'clock at night, so we're going to bring that back down to like let's say 2:30 in the afternoon. Hey, Thomas. Oh, you're redoing your PC room. All right, yeah, I'm actually thinking about doing that myself. 72 Virgin Express. We'll wait for you. We're gonna be doing cold and dark here, so we got a little bit of time. All right, so what you're looking at is a 2D image of the plane, obviously. So if I go outside the plane here, you can see there's my Cessna. Oops. All right, and we're going to be taking off. Oops. Taxiing over here and taking off runway 26. So we'll have to do a spin around, looks like, because they've got us the wrong way for whatever reason. All right, so that's the plane we're going to be flying, this beautiful little Cessna. Why they have us near the warehouse, the Lord knows. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could fly whatever you like. We're going to be flying 112 knots. And I'm going to be flying at like 2,500 feet. So we're going to be low and slow, right? So, yeah. So anyway, all right. So back in the cockpit here. All right. So let's get this thing started up. If you guys, again, if you want to see the flight plan, it's in the description. If you want to join the Discord to chat, it's in the description. Keep it clean there, guys, please. All right, and we'll get underway here. So now you're gonna start. I'm not gonna be able to see chat when I'm in VR, and again, it's not gonna be representative of what I see in VR. What I see in VR looks amazing in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But in any event, let's get into VR here. All right, so now you see the two eyes, but I'm gonna switch this now so you can see the one eye. There you go. Okay, it looks blurry because I have to expand it. It's actually much clearer than that. Okay. All right, so let's get in this plane and get her started up. All right, I like to remove the yokes because they just get in the way. All right, or at least this yoke. All right, so I'm going to go mixture full. I'm going to go throttle at about 75%. Make sure my fuel pumps are on. I've got full tank of gas here, by the way. Fuel is good. Okay. And gotta remember how to turn on the let's turn on the bat light here. Initializing the system. Get our lights on. Okay, we got a warning. We turn that off. All right. All right, so now we're going to go. We should be able to start the plane up right now. So let's get, let's see.
System test. Okay.
Okay. So let's turn the crank here. Clear prop.
Ground Cessna November 328 Tango
All right.
Delta requesting pushback.
No, I don't want to push back.
Cessna November 328 Tango Delta. Pushback request accepted.
I don't want to push back.
Ground Cessna November 328 Tango Delta requesting.
I'll get out of here
pushback.
myself, guys. I don't need your help, guys.
Cessna November 3.
All right, so let's bring on alternator,
Ground
and we'll
Cessna
bring on our
November 328
avionics.
Tango Delta with Golf request taxi for takeoff west departure.
Cessna November 328 Tango Delta taxi to and hold short of runway 26 using taxiway Foxtrot Alpha Golf.
All right, it's got us going to
Contact
26.
tower on 118.7 when ready.
All right, so we're going to want to go CDI to GPS. There we go. We want to make sure we have that magenta.
Taxiway Foxtrot Alpha Golf Cessna 8 Tango Delta.
We've got our taxi instructions. All right, so we're going to go nav. Okay. And let's set our altitude to let's start at 2,000. What the hell? Oh. Old school Cessna. All right, so let's get we're in Alaska, so we're going to need our heat on here to keep our airspeed indicator solid. And cabin power on. We don't really need a fuel pump anymore. We're all good here. And ready to taxi. Let's just check out we got plenty of fuel. We're just waiting for the plane to kind of warm up here a little bit. Looking good. My in-game name tag is Bambino Tech, guys. Hey, Copper, how you doing? You could go with live weather if you want. I'm not. I've got sunny. I've got clear skies, just for streaming purposes. But if you want to go with live weather, go for it. I'm gonna be streaming with clear skies here. All right. So you'll see the name tags when I start to taxi over to 26. All right. So again, if you guys want the flight plan, look in the description. You'll see that you can enter that into FS 2020. Just waiting for our engine to heat up here. We could do let's go to 1,000 RPM. I've never done the magneto test. Let's see if we can do that here. And if we go to, it drops down a little bit, back to both. And we get our drop, so we know the magnetos seem to be okay. We're back to both, and we're back up to 1,000. Let's get back to idle. So, plane checks out. Pretty simple plane to fly. We've got our nav set. Oh, let's get to, we got to press this nav button. And we're going to go, oh, sorry, nav. And we're going to go vertical at, we'll go at 400. We can do 500 feet per minute in the Cessna to maintain decent flight speed. And we're all set to go, guys. All right, so let's taxi over to 26. It's going to be a longer flight, probably, I guess. Oh, look at all those people. Holy crap. Let me get out of the plane here. Look at you guys. All right. Nice group flight, guys. Very good. Very good. All right, we'll call you guys out as I get over there. So let me get break off here. And we'll spin her around. We might get on the grass a little bit. Oh well. Now I try to keep my head still, guys. You know, I got the headset on, so what you're seeing is what I'm seeing in the headset. I do my best to try to keep it still. Mountains looking beautiful today here in Alaska. Beautiful sunny day. All right, we're going to taxi via A. Is that what it said, right? Yep. F to A. Here we go. So we're going to A. We're all good here. Set our flaps to take off. Let's see who we got here. All right, we got that's SAR right there, I think. We got Romp Yaz, Skipper Lord, in C172, Elioge, I guess. What happens is as you get closer, it removes the tags. Wow, bunch of people here today. All right, nice armada, very good. Guys looking good today. Lots of different plates. We got some Pipers. We got some Cessnas. All right, guys. Let me get in position here and let me do some call outs. Excuse me. Whoop. Let me just get into position here. We'll do some call outs, okay, guys?
Juneau
All right,
Tower
give me 1
Cessna
second
November
here.
328 Tango Delta at runway 26 ready for takeoff departure to the west.
Let's see what we have here. We got Stick 2310, Skipper Lord, Romp Yaz, Quox, Marks 9214, Mel 2610, Skid Mark way in the back there. I see you, Darth Pomp. Let's see, Cracker Jack, Copper, Collected Tick. One I can't read. Buka Road, something like that. I can't read that one. Orkaba. Dickie Fuller. Mel. Alright, guys. I think I got everybody. So let's do a count here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, myself, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, roughly 25 planes. That's pretty cool. That's a nice group flight, 25 planes. Might be a record, guys. Might be a record. Let's just check chat before we go here. Hey, Rom Geek, how you doing? I'm using OBS for streaming, bud. And I'm actually streaming the left eye of Microsoft Flight Simulator's, what do you call it, mirror. That's why it looks so crappy. You know, what I see is like 1080p, you know, really solid, but this is about the best you can do with Windows Mixed Reality, unfortunately, until someone comes up with a better way to do it. All right, so we got flaps to take off. We got trim set to take off. And we're going to throttle and go, guys. We're warmed up, full tank of gas, pretty close to the top. Let's go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we are off like dirty underwear. All right, nice shots, guys. All right, we got 63 knots there. We can get up in a Cessna at that. Well, we do have a lot of fuel. I will fly runway heading here. Get some airspeed until we can get those flaps up. There's flaps are coming up. All right, we're starting to pick up a little bit. Glacier up that way. Beautiful glacier, actually. Really cool to fly up there.
Cessna 8 Tango Delta, continue for west departure.
All right, we're getting up to 93, 94, 95 knots. I'm going to pop on the autopilot here.
Continue for west departure.
And Microsoft Flight Simulator does its patented descent after you hit the autopilot, but then it captures and then starts to go up. All right, so now we're getting 117 knots. Again, I'm going to knock it at about 112 once we get to 2,000 feet. And 2,000, we should be fine the whole way if I did my calculations correctly on the map. So we shouldn't run into any trees or anything. Although we may pass over a few islands kind of close. But should be good to go here. All right, so we're climbing up to 500. Let's have a look back at everybody. Look at the sky filled with planes. Holy crap. Very nice. Very nice, guys. Quax over there in the distance. I'm not sure if Quax is with us. There's Crackerjack. Stick 2510. Darth Pommel. Oxyprom, I think I missed you. Aviator 2883, I think it is. I tell you, with the Oculus CV1, I would have never been able to read this stuff. There's status break or freak, I think it is. Beautiful Alaskan day. Look at all the snow up there in the mountains. Back in the plane. Get ourselves centered. All right, so we're going to come to our waypoint here. Let's see what you guys are. Yeah, I agree with you, man. The G2 does rock. It's a great headset. I haven't used a Quest 2. For those of you familiar with my channel, I'm not really a fan of the Quest 2 for one single reason, and that's because it requires you to log into Facebook to use it. So, anyway, I'm not disparaging anyone who wants to use it. Your choice. My choice is not to give Facebook all the personal data of what I do in VR. So, in any event. All right, we're coming through to 1500.
Copy Cessna 8 Tango Delta.
Throttle back a little bit here. Would love to fly in Alaska. Wouldn't that be cool to fly like in a bush plane in Alaska? I was going to use the X Cub, I think it was, but I had some problems with it. For some reason I can't. The engine wouldn't kept stalling. I couldn't keep the engine going. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's a bug with FS 2020. Maybe if I had reloaded, it would have been work. But I figured, you know what? I'm just going to go back to the tried and true 172. The plane that everybody in a flight simulator should be able to fly. Right? It's the one we all start on. All right, so we're going to knock the throttle back here a little bit. We can actually knock our mixture back a little bit, I think. We're keeping it about 112, 111, 112. We're going to be leveling off here at 2,000. Now we can start taking in the scenery. Let's check out you guys back there. Look at that. Holy crap. Very nice, guys. Very nice. Appreciate everyone joining today. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. I know I am. Always like to start my Saturday out with a flight. You know, that's why we stream every Saturday 10 a.m. Eastern. We stream group flights like this. This is the second in a row. Last week we had a group flight in Australia, which was awesome. But and it was pretty, was pretty well attended. So I figured let's do it again this week. But I also stream Flight Simulator, FS Economy, and On Air. Both are sort of like game modes for FS 2020 and X-Plane. If you're an X-Plane pilot, I fly them both. But yeah, so I figured we're going to do more group flights though, because it's a great way to get out and see different parts of the world, Especially, and in Flight Simulator, we all know that the scenery is fantastic. So now, just to give you a little heads up, so I'm running a 1080 Ti GPU. I have a high-end CPU, a 10700K, i7 10700K, but I'm using a 1080 Ti, and for X-Plane 11 VR, the 1080 Ti is ample, but in Flight Simulator, you need more power. So I'm trying to get my hands on a 3080. I was thinking about 3070, but I decided I'm going with a 3080. Just mainly because it's got more power, processing power, and it's got more VRAM, so it's better set up for future. But I can't get my hands on one. I refuse to pay over retail. So I'm trying to find one by the means, Best Buy or the the Newegg Shuffle, those methods, but I just haven't been successful. So unfortunately, I have to throttle back the rendering in Flight Simulator while I'm streaming, because the 1080 Ti is trying to stream and it's processing Flight Simulator. So I'm running at like 80 render. Normally when I'm flying, I run at 90, which is a big difference. That 10-point difference in rendering is pretty big as far as clarity. So what I'm seeing here is not as clear as I normally would if I wasn't streaming. That's what I'm sort of explaining, right? Now, if I've got a 1080, a 3080, I'm hoping I can go up to 100 rendering and uptick a lot of the other graphics settings in FS 2020 to get it more towards a high setting. I don't think I'll be able to run ultra in VR, but higher. I'm really running more medium settings, which, it's fine, but obviously the higher the better. So I'm hoping to get my hands on a 3080 soon. I continue to try every day, but unfortunately, and I want an EVGA graphics card. That's my preferred, so I'm not going to settle for something else. I want an EVGA card, so hopefully I'll be able to get one soon. So we shall see. But that would make things a lot nicer in VR, that's for sure. Be able to crank out that rendering. And I'm running OpenXR at 55, which that, with the 3080, that would be able to crank up too, probably closer to 60, maybe even 70%. So that would improve things, though. Not that it's not bad now. I mean, everything is very readable in VR. But, it just would enhance things, So that's the plan. Let's check everybody out here. All right. You guys want to fly up, get on my wings? My left and right wings, that'd be fine, or just a little ahead or whatever. We're only doing 120 knots, or 112 knots, so is that right? Am I lying here? 112. So we can guys get on my wing, that'd be awesome. Let's see if we can get somebody on the wings here. There's somebody right there. Elliot out there. Someone come up on the left wing. Aviator, got a number 20. Let's see, Aviators. I can't. You keep moving. I can't read it. But you got a nice Piper there. Oh, there we go. Oxypron. Thanks for joining us in the 172. Tempest Tornado down there on the right. Skidmark in his C-172, although Skidmark usually likes to fly the Baron, I know that. Skidmark's got the preference to the Baron. Is it Statty Freak? Stat Freak. Aviator Z 583, I think. Hard to read because it keeps moving. So you can see we're plenty high above the mountains. But this, I think, is a nice flight level for flying this flight pattern, you know, because we get to see at eye level some of the mountains and stuff, and the beautiful trees. Pretty cool. There's marks 9214, skid mark. Uh-oh. Skid mark letting up on the throttle there. Yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys have tried this Newegg Shuffle, which is basically a lottery where every day or so, or a couple of days, they put up some GPUs and even CPUs and stuff. I guess the CPUs are tough to get now, but there's a nice barrel roll. Help, it's Mel 2610, Mel 2610. So yeah, so I've been trying. I haven't been lucky, you know. I really only want a 3080, and I even are trying for the Asus and other types of cards. I guess what I figure I'll do is I would use them temporarily until I can get an EVGA and then sell it, kind of thing. But you know, I would prefer to get an EVGA. I really only want an EVGA. The XC3 Ultra is the one I want. $839 retail, not $2,000 on eBay. I'm not going to spend that kind of money. All right, making our right turn. Then we got 23 miles down to SAXRY. Let's check out behind us here. There you guys go. Excluded Harp. That's a cool name. Are you a harmonica player that no one lets play? Sorry. I'm a musician, so it's kind of a musician thing. Darth Pomple. There's Aviator Z S83, I think it is. For some reason that one's hard to read. Man, you really feel like you're in a Cessna. All right, so a show of hands, just a thumbs up in the chat. How many of you guys are flying in VR right now? Just want to put a thumbs up in the chat. Yeah, you've tried Newegg over and over as well, Thomas. Yeah, it does look like a beehive. Yeah, my friend had a. He was on Best Buy yesterday, and he actually had a 3060 Ti drop in his cart, but he wasn't able to get it. I don't know what happens with Best Buy. That's happened to me with Best Buy. You know, something gets in your cart, and then you're, you know, all of a sudden, it's gone. I mean, if they put it in your cart, you should be able to buy it, right? That's the way I look at it. The whole thing's kind of sketchy. All right, Comrades in VR, Crackers in VR, Skidmark is in VR. SAR is in VR, of course, you know that, SAR. It was interesting. You know, we've got the VR Aviators group on Facebook. If you're interested in VR, you want to join that, please do. It's a great group, like 300 people in there. We started about 4 years ago. And, you know, we've got a lot of people in there now talking VR. It's really cool to see. But someone was posted this morning about their first experience yesterday with VR and how they were blown away. And it's always great to read those posts because it kind of brings me back to when I had my first VR experience was actually in the Razer, and I always forget the name of the headset. It was a crappy headset from Razer, but it was before I got my CV1, and I think I was in DCS with it, or it might have been Aerofly. I think it was Aerofly, and I just remember the feeling of landing in VR was like, okay, I have to do this now. And then I was like on a quest. I sold that thing. I got a CV1 because the CV1 had just come out, and I got a CV1. It was expensive at the time, you know. It was like $800 plus another $200 for the touch controllers. When they came out, the touch controllers weren't even out. You had to use a mouse. And then Oculus touch controllers came out. That was a huge thing when the touch controllers came out. And X-Plane really handled that well. They configured the touch controllers in an awesome way. But that was such a cool thing. So I always, when I read those posts, I always get taken back to like my first experiences, you know, and how when Flight Simulator came out in August, when they didn't have VR and I was trying it out, I had to go back to 2D flying, and for me that was really a chore, you know, really a chore. But in any event, VR is awesome for flight simulation. Hey guys, if you haven't hit the like on this video on the on this particular stream, please hit that like button for me. It just helps boost things up and gets more views and stuff, and I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. Pardon me. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button, so this way you'll get notified when there's going to be a group flight. This one I posted like about 6 days or 5 days in advance, so I try to do it as much in advance as possible. And then, you know, obviously we'll have more people, which is cool. It does look like a bunch of bees. Now, if I turned off the label, the tags, it would look even cooler. But you wouldn't be able to tell who the hell everybody is. That's pretty awesome. Great group flight, guys. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Now look at that. Isn't that beautiful over there? The low-level hills and then those snowy peaks in the back like that. That looks awesome. Oh. Looks awesome. Just awesome. Right, back in the plane. So I don't know any other way to get a 3080. It just, you know, it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. You know. And then you read about NVIDIA, you know, selling $30 million worth of mining cards, the CMP cards, which they came out with about a month ago, that they claim is old silicon sitting around. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know, you got to remember, NVIDIA is always going to, their number one objective is to make a profit. So, you know, as much as people like to say gamers versus miners and all that crap, and the miners are keeping video cards from the gamers, don't believe the hype, man. Was it NWA? Don't believe the hype? Was it them? Not really sure, but it's so true. Don't believe the hype. It's diversion. NVIDIA can't make cards because they can't get silicon. And they're going to sell it to people who are going to buy it up the fastest, and they don't care who buys it. You guys know how I feel about that, but in any event. It is BS. Total BS. For someone to tell me that if I buy a card I can't use it to mine with, they can go F themselves, in my opinion. Okay? If I buy a video card, I've said this before, bears repeating. If I buy a 3080 and I want to take it out of the package, okay, and put it in the shower with me, or put it in a planter, or put it in an aquarium, I can do that. I bought it. I can do whatever the hell I want with it. If I want to use it for mining, I'm going to use it for mining. If I want to use it for gaming, I'm going to use it for gaming. If I want to use it for a pillow, I'm going to use it for a pillow. For someone in society to think that they have control over how I use something I buy, they can kiss my ass. That's the way I look at it. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous premise to believe that you could put your will on someone else, how they use something that they buy. So I spent $850 on a card, let's say, and I'm going to say, oh, I'm not going to use it for this thing or that thing because someone else says I shouldn't? Yeah, that ain't happening. It's not happening. But anyway, so I'm thinking next flight we'll do an Icon group flight. Oh no, Icon doesn't have autopilot. See, I've got to use planes that have autopilot. I don't think the Icon has autopilot. Because, as you guys know, I like to talk. So, I like to have it on autopilot so I could the plane just follows the flight plan. I don't have to worry about anything. I set the speed and we're all good to go, right? So, I've got to stick with planes that have autopilot capability. So yeah, I was gonna use like one of the DA NG40, I think it is. I forget which one it is, and doesn't have autopilot. So, or at least I couldn't find it. So that was a bust. So have any of you guys been successful in getting recently before you know after December, I guess, because December's you could still get one if you wanted one. I should have bought one. Damn it. But have any of you guys recently been successful in getting a 3080 or 3070? And if so, would you like to share your secret or your luck, whichever it was? Not very cold in Alaska today, 11°C. So, I mean, it's still not warm, but it's not super cold. We're not in the minus. So let me know in the chat if you recently got a 3070 or a 3080, how you did it, or a 3060 Ti. That's the one that's really hard to get. Although I wouldn't necessarily get a 3060 Ti for VR. I don't think it's got the horsepower. Certainly fine for 2D flying, I would say.
Tango Delta, contact Anchorage Center on 118.0.
Alright, just hit our waypoint there. We got 26 miles to UCUXY. UCUXY.
Cessna November 328 Tango Delta, Anchorage Center. Continue to UCUXY as planned. Altimeter 29.
UCUXY. That's how he pronounced it. UCUXY. UCUXY. Look at the snow on those mountains. Pretty cool. Love that look, those mountain peaks with the snow like that. Looks great. Wings looking okay. Ooh. You eat autopilot to drink coffee. Exactly. Yeah, no, I know it's wrong, dude. I know the temp is wrong. Yeah, Ken, anything, especially anything to do with, anything to do with silicon. And what people have to remember. So here's the thing, right? I've said this before. You guys, I'm sure you know it. Silicon shortage due to COVID because the workers in Asia, where most of silicon is produced, they were locked up and they couldn't go to the factory to make silicon, right? So basically, that has a ripple effect, and now we're seeing we're in the throes of that silicon recession, if you will. So, but you have to remember, pretty much everything in our life uses silicon, and there are much more important things in life than GPUs, like medical equipment, like cars, like trains, like construction equipment, like endless on and on and on, food processing machinery, on and on and on and on, right? Things that are much more important to survival and to health and all that. So those things are going to get priority over GPUs, right? Automakers are going to get silicon before NVIDIA and AMD get it, right? So I don't know. There may be some sort of prioritization. We don't know how the major silicon manufacturers in Asia are doling out what they're producing. We don't really know. But you have to understand there's a big timeline, right? So if a wafer is sent to NVIDIA today, it may take 60, 90 days for them to turn that into a 3080. I don't know. Right? So, but there's certainly a lag in manufacturing. So whatever they can get, and then they ship their cards to the third party guys like NVIDIA, like EVGA and Gigabyte and all MSI and all those companies, and they've got to put their whack on it. So it takes them probably 30 days, whatever, to do that, maybe sooner. So you got all this time buildup in manufacturing in the GPU chain if they can get the silicon. So the main problem here is a worldwide shortage in silicon, not the fact that miners exist, right? Stats Freak coming up on the right side there. Look at that armada! Holy crap! Tropic Bus 48619. Welcome to the group. Well, there we've got someone with an actual tag, N87PA, I think it was. Aaron 6965. What's happening? Thanks for joining. There's SAR up there. Magic Wings. I don't think I called you out before. And I think I got everybody. Well, I know. Let's see. We got Darth Pomple. I don't think I called you out yet. Mark 9214. And we got Stats Freak right there. Skid Mark right there. Skipper Lord right there. Aviator Z5. I think it's 583. At some point during the flight, I'll get it right. Welcome, guys. Looking awesome up there. Skid Mark's hanging out of his blade, yeah. Hey, Coppermine. Let's see, Bradford. So you bought your 3070 less than 3 weeks, got it back at the end of February. Wow, where did you buy it, dude? Where did you want to say where you bought it? I mean, that was a while ago, so I mean 3 weeks was about the right time then, so now it's just like endless. I've had 3 1660 Ti's on order from a major distributor since February 7th, and they keep pushing out the delivery date. And that's old silicon, right? 1660 Ti. That's older silicon. So that basically means that NVIDIA is not producing those cards, because it's been, you know, 2.5 months since I ordered them, and I'm still waiting for them. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm buying older cards for mining, mainly Ravencoin and some of the other altcoins that don't require. If you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, you've got to have a certain amount of VRAM to support what they call the DAG file, which is basically the software that gets loaded into the GPU that does the calculations in mining, right? So Ethereum, you require over 4 gigabytes of VRAM to support their DAG file. But other coins like Raven, there's a bunch of other ones, less than 4. So I'm buying these. I'm actually buying these 1660s, which I think they're actually 8 gigabyte cards. So I could use them for Ethereum as well as Ravencoin, and they're very economical power-wise. Although their hash rates aren't fantastic, they're still pretty reasonable cards. So you got it from Dell. Interesting. All right, well, I'm going to put Dell on my list. So, Copper, have you noticed the citation longitude, if you fly that plane in FS 2020, when you get to altitude of like 10,000 and you put it on autopilot, you get that sway, that left to right sway, right? Do you know if there's a fix for that? That is so aggravating. It's amazing to me that they haven't fixed that yet. Alright, so let's see where we are on a chart. We're 10 miles north of UCUXY. So let me go to my chart here. Let's see, let's bring the chart up here. Let's go to, where is UCUXY? Right here. So we're right about here right now. Okay, we're about a third of the way there. We got a ways to go. We're right about here right now. We got a ways to go. So again, guys, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you go, just scroll down to this video or any one of my videos, and you're going to start to see the Bambino Tech merchandise. We've got shirts on sale there. As I mentioned before, this is the first shirt. I've got a couple other ideas. I'd rather be flying in VR. I thought that'd be kind of cool to do. So, and there's a bunch of stuff. You can get coffee mugs and stickers. Let me see. The sticker was actually pretty cool. Where the hell's the sticker? That's a t-shirt. That's a sweatshirt, long sleeve shirt. That's the mug. Let's see. I thought I had a sticker. For some reason the sticker's not here. I don't know. I thought the stickers would be cool. So anyway, but we got a bunch of different apparel, sweatshirts, and these are going to be in different colors. So we go to the t-shirt here. You could get it in, I thought this would be kind of cool color. The blue color. Or if you want it in pink, you can go pink, or you can go orange, or you can go blue, you can go green, the heavy green. Yeah, so make sure you check out the store. I'm going to be adding some t-shirts there, guys. And the proceeds, a little bit of this money goes to the channel. You know, the t-shirt company, I think it's Teespring t-shirts. They make most of the money, obviously, but a little bit goes to the channel. So it's a great way to support. And like I said, I'm going to be adding some new merch on there soon. So make sure you check that out, guys. Yeah, Cooper, sorry, you're getting You can't post links. Maybe just post like where they can search in Google. Like search Google for X. Oh, okay, yeah. For some reason, it doesn't let you do that. That's Streamlabs not allowing that. Sorry, I have to keep it that way because otherwise, people will post like stuff to like nasty websites and stuff, and I can't manage that while I'm flying. Yeah, Ken, it's not a problem. I think it's great. If you want to go to my Discord and chat there in the MFS stream or channel, you can do it there. But I have to keep on. I can't allow people to post. I can't allow people to post links and stuff in the chat because this gets replayed, and I don't have any control over what people post. So I've got to be really careful. That's the reason. It's not. Yeah, it's nothing against against copper or anything. So you can go to my Discord, go to the the FS 2020 channel, and you can chat there and post links there and stuff. So. All right. All right, guys. So let's go back to here. So again, guys, if you haven't hit the like button on this stream, please do. I'd appreciate it if you did. I know you guys are flying and stuff and doing all your whirly twirlies, but listen to all those propellers. Holy crap. Whoa. Hey, there's a 208. Magic Wing. There's copper. It'd be better if I went over the other side. That's a little better. Yeah, so again, if you guys want to check out VR, if you're interested in VR, make sure you check out the VR Aviators group in Facebook. Let me pull that. Yeah, Discord. If you look at the, hold on. If you go to, where the hell is it? Here's, you can join the Discord, my Discord, and I've got a channel in there. Here's the link to the Discord. So you join Discord, and I've got a channel in there. It's called MSFS Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. There's a channel in there where you can chat. And I can actually see Cooper's Copper. Sorry. And I can see he's typing right now, and I just gave him a thumbs up. Interactive Discord using. So there you go. So go over and check out Discord if you want to check it out. Let's see. So get some flying. The GA annoyed by autopilot swaying left and right. Here's some suggestions. Okay. Thank you, retirement. Unfortunately, those are changes. Thank you for posting that. I appreciate it, Copper. I'll check that out and see if that helps out. They need to fix that for sure. They need to fix that for sure. Yeah, and if you want to go into Discord and chat, I've got a group flight audio voice chat going there. So if you guys want to chat over there, go for it. Go for it, as they say. Go for it. Let's check out the Newegg Shuffle. See if there's anything today. Let me pull that up here. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Alright, here's a Newegg Shuffle. You just go to Newegg Shuffle. And the last one was on April 1st. I haven't done one since April 1st. Now, on the April 1st one, for some reason, it wouldn't let me do it. But what you can do is, this shuffle is ended, but they'll show you what products are available. So, like, for example, and some of these things are, you know, the problem with Newegg is a lot of these things are way overpriced. So, like, for example, this Asus gaming 3080 card. Okay? Are you kidding me? They want $1,200 for this card? No. To me, that's gouging. That's price gouging. All right? This card is not $1,100 retail. No way. All right? So you have to be careful here. You know, like the 3070s, here's the 3070. The price of that was reasonably decent. Okay, $769. You might go for that. But I wouldn't go for this 3080 because it's overpriced. Hey, Saron, how you doing? Good morning to you. You're like, look at the 3090. Let's see what they're going to charge for that. Here's a Gigabyte 3090. So what do they got there? $2,300. Are you kidding me? No, that's $800 over retail. Oh, that's got the water block. So that might be a little bit more. Okay, I'll give that. I'll give them that. But I don't think it's $2,300. You scored a 3090 from the Newegg Shuffle. Wow. Wow, that's awesome, dude. Did you get a decent price on it? Because I'm looking at their stuff here, and their prices are pretty. Like, let's look at the 3060. Now, this card should be like under $400. No. See, that's not right. $549 is not right. They're gouging. So you have to be careful with Newegg because sometimes the cards are not sold by Newegg. They're sold by third parties in Newegg, and they overprice. Yeah, see, I don't dig that at all, man. I think Newegg is, you know, I don't dig that at all. I think I'm not going to pay more than retail. I may pay $50 more than retail, maybe even $100 more than retail, but I just can't bring myself to pay those ridiculous scalper prices, you know. Copper bought an overpriced used 1080 Ti since it's sold in previous. Okay, so you sold an overpriced one and you bought, yeah. See, what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to get the EVGA 3080 from Best Buy for $839, okay, and then I can sell my 1080 Ti on eBay used for like $800, so it'd be a wash, right? That would be kind of cool. Although I might keep the 3080 for mining. I mean the 1080 Ti. Now the 1080 Ti isn't a fantastic card for mining, unfortunately, but. Yeah, I agree, Busted. It's going to be happening for a while. It's going to be happening for a while. And, you know, we don't know behind the scenes what NVIDIA and AMD are doing as far as routing cards to people like mining companies. There's a lot of mining companies that have connections, you know, so, you know, again, AMD and NVIDIA are going to take the money from the people who have the money. Give them the money. They don't care who buys it, right? Yeah, I'm just hoping to get one that I would love to get a EVGA 3080 for $850, somewhere around there. And that would be awesome, but we shall see, I guess. Well, $1,200 for a 3080 is too much. That's too much. I'll pay $900, but I'm not paying $1,200. Well, Cerrone, with a 3090, you can do some damage. Go to What to Mine. You may already know about whattomine.com. Go there and check out what a 3090 will mine. I mean, you could probably make. Well, let me tell you. Hold on. Let's check it out. Let's see if I can pull that up here. Give me a second here, guys. Let's see, what to mine. Alright, let's go to the videotape. There we go, what to mine. So, All you do on what to mine is you go to GPUs and you select the 3090. Okay. And you got a 2080. So let's just take the 3090. So 3090, now this is without tweaking, is going to get you 114 mega hash. A lot of power usage though, 320, okay? So if you look at an Ethereum, it's $15 a day. 15 bucks a day for that card that you're going to get after energy cost if you're paying 14 cents, which you're probably paying less than that. So if we take a calculator, and you guys can't see the calculator, would you say you pay let's say you pay 2,000 divided by $15, right? 15. So 100. If you mine with that card 24/7, and you're not going to mine with it 24/7. Let's say you mine with it 12 hours a day. You'll pay it off in 260 days. At the current price of Ethereum with the current difficulty. That's going to change every day, but you can see this card generates it's very profitable, right? So if you add your 2080 to the mix, okay, now you got 154 hash power. So we're going to calculate that out, okay? And we're at, well, it doesn't add too much, did it? The 2080 is not a great card. Let's just take a, what, that doesn't make any sense. Calculate. Wait, how can it only be 45 cents more? Look at the difference in power cost. $3 in power profit, or $2 in power profitability. This is something wrong here. So you said a 2080. Let's just take a look at the 2080. So 2080 is not, it's $3.90 a day. 3090. Okay, sorry, $11.55 for the 3090 straight. So let's do that calculation again. So 3090 straight, $11.55. So let's go 2,000 divided by 11.55. Oh, sorry. 2,000 divided by 11.55. Oh, that's not right. 2,000 divided by 11.55 equals 173 days, and you're not going to mine 24/7. Let's just say you mine 12 hours a day, so times 2. So 300. So in a year, it'll take you 1 year mining part-time, 12 hours a day, to pay off your 3090. Okay, or add the 280 to the mix, and now you're at your $15 a day. So that can help you boost your profits. But what to mine is the way to look at it. Yeah, you're probably right, but by the same token, you can mine it for 100 days, and if the prices of GPUs stay the same, then you can sell it, right? So you can take advantage of using it and then sell it, right? And you know, if a card is kept under reasonable temperatures, like under 70 C, it's not going to harm the GPU, okay? If you go to ridiculous temperatures like 90 C or 100 C, and you're running at 24/7 of those temperatures, yes, that could basically dry out the thermal pads and the thermal paste and all that. Because you got to remember, a GPU is like a little computer. It's like a little PC, right? It's got a CPU in there. It's got memory. So it's got thermal pads, and it's got thermal paste in there that's keeping dealing with the heat. So when you run your GPU for mining, I always try to keep mine under 60 C, in the high 50s, okay? And that just, I think, helps increase the longevity of a card. Listen, cards are not made to last forever. I've had my 1080 Ti for 4 years, okay? I put a lot of pressure on it just flying an X-plane or doing VR games and stuff where it was running at 100%, okay? So, gaming puts a lot of pressure on cards too. Mining, you can actually control the energy, and you can control the temps by lowering the power consumption. So again, I try to keep it under 60 Celsius, and I believe that'll help with wear and tear of the card, right? Anyway. No, did we skip it? I don't think we skipped it. We're heading towards JUKIS. Oh, you know what? I think I might have, maybe I left it out. Oh, that's not good. Let's look at the flight plan here. Hold on. Oh, looks like we skipped it. Oh, that's not good. So that means we're going to have some elevation here, I think. You know what happened is I think I had to re-enter this because I had an error before I started the stream, and I must have missed it. Sorry, guys. All right, so we're heading straight to JUKIS, JUKIS. So yeah, 25 miles. So I'm going to actually elevate here. Let's get to hopefully. Well, let's check it out. Let's go on our chart and be scientific about it. Okay. So let's go to the chart here. We're going to eliminate NIRLY. See what that does to us. Okay, hold on. Where are we now? There's SAXRY. There's UCUXY. There's WUBDO, whatever that is. And this is... Huh? Oh, there's JUKIS. So we've got we got this one we got to remove. Yeah, remove this one, right? So now we're going straight. Oh crap! Made a mistake there, guys. Hold on. All right, so we've got NIRLY. JUKIS goes here. UKIS. Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna be. We got a peak of 4,000. So we need to get up to 5,000. All right. Let's get up to 5,000. Uh-oh. Better get up quick. Thanks for pointing that out, man. Like I said, I guess I missed it. So we're going to climb to 5,000. And then once we get to JUKIS, then we'll go back down to 2K. Good call. Yeah, you should, man. Check that out and let us know how it's, I mean, yeah, man, you gotta check it out. Let us know how the 3090 is. You should be able to get definitely running high settings, but you should hopefully get to, is this where we blindly follow GPS into the hillside? Yes, well, that's why I had to look at it to make sure. So we're gonna fly over. Once we get to 5,000, we should be solid here, so we got a little time. Oh, look at that. I guess it looks like a 30-20. Oh. A little heavier jet there. Well, we get to fly over some mountains. That's cool. All right, so we've got our shit figured out now. Once we get to 5K, so there's that peak we got to get over. It's at 4,000 feet, right above there. We got about at least 10 miles to it, probably. We get some nice look at some valleys. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Let's check it out. And you guys get to do some valley flying. But, Copper, thanks for pointing that out. We would have blindly flew into the side of a mountain, been jabbering away. Now we'll be well over that peak, and then we'll be able to get down. Is it just 10% busted wing? 10% more than the 3080? Because it certainly uses a lot more power for that 10%. Yeah, I think it's... I don't know. Is it 10%? Let's just take a look at that. Hold on. 3080 versus 3090. Here's the benchmarks. Let's pull that up here. Let's take a look at that. We got a little time. All right, so it's 14%, roughly. Now this is user-based information. Okay, so I'm sure you'll find a video on it somewhere. Twice the price for effectively a 14% increase. I don't know if that's worth the money, man. I don't know if that's worth the money. How much VRAM you get in this thing? Because the VRAM is the thing, right? So, I mean, you get much more VRAM. Where the hell is it? Do they have a spec comparison here? $24 gig. See, I think that's what you're getting. That's what you're paying for, right? That 24 gigabytes of VRAM, where the 3080's got 10. So it's double the VRAM, right? That's where, that's the benefit of it. That's what you're paying for, that double price. So if you've got high VRAM applications, the 3090 is, is going to be advantageous, I think 10, I could tell you that Flight Simulator definitely pushes. Why won't? Yeah, we're climbing up to 5,000 now. All right, we're going to be fine over this mountain, and then we can scale back down to 2K, I believe. Let's just double check that on the map. But yeah, you're close enough. 10% is close enough. Let's see, we got a 4,000, and then we can scale down to 2,000, right? Yep. Hit that like button, guys. I'd appreciate it. On the stream button, on the stream vid, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. Yeah, so now that we're over this hump, we can come back down to 2K. Although it is pretty nice from up here. It's a nice view from up here. Looking fine on gas. So now let's get ourselves back to 2K. We'll come down gradually. 300 feet per minute. We'll gain a little bit of airspeed. So let's throttle back a little bit here. I mean, I think a 3080 with 10 gigabytes of VRAM is going to be, okay. I can tell you, and a 3080, 1080 Ti's got 12, is it 12? 11 gig. So, I've seen Flight Simulator push 9 gig, I believe, even 10 gig. So you're going to be up against the wall there as far as VRAM goes with Flight Simulator, and I think X-Plane is like around 8 or 9 gig somewhere. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever seen her going over 8 gig. So 3090's gonna allow you to go past that and have plenty of VRAM, and VRAM's important, right? So that $700 difference, the double price difference, if you were buying it retail, right, is going to make a difference. Now, if it's a couple $100 in this crazy market, and you can get a 3090 for a couple $100 more than a 3080, I'd say go for it, right? Because you get the VRAM. Oh, I totally agree with you, Saron. The reverb is awesome. Oh, you're using big screen in the virtual desktop? Yeah. So, and you're looking at my 2D stream, which isn't fantastic, right? The quality that we see in the G2 is much better. You're looking at 720p quality on a 1080p stream. So it's kind of blurred out. I mean, when I'm looking at this console, it's sweet looking, All right, we can actually get down a little faster. Let's go down to 600 feet per minute. Get our butts down to 2K again. Now that we avoided that hazard, some town down there. What is that? We don't know. We pull up here. Doesn't say. Some airport there. Well, we could probably check on the chart and I could tell you what it is. So we passed over that. Oh, this is, let's see. It is Petersburg James Airport. Petersburg James. PAPG. PAPG. Petersburg. Right down there. Nice looking airport. Big airport. I mean, you could land Airbus there probably. Long airfield there. That's for sure. Looks like a couple guys are going over there to check it out. Alright, so we're heading back down to 2K. We're going to come into the twisty-turny part of our tour here of Alaska. You're about to fire out the flight in a minute. Just jump in the virtual desktop. Yeah, okay, cool. Let us know how it goes, man. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, Petersburg. 72 Virgin had the reverb, but returned it. Seemed to have an issue with it with old lenses versus new. Okay. Yeah, it's too bad. I haven't had any issues at all. I have actually inserts in the lenses from VR Wave because I use readers in real life, 1.25 magnification, and they were kind enough to send me inserts with the readers, and it made a huge difference in clarity. Didn't realize it. And then I also had the blue light filter added because I was starting to get weird vision things from being in VR too much. So I got to tell you that since I had those blue light lenses, I haven't had any of those issues. So yeah, I was really thankful for those guys. It's VR Wave. I did a video on it. Check my videos. There's a review I did of it. They did provide me with them, so it's a sponsor promoted or promoted, I should say. They provided me with them, but they're very good. I was very happy with them. Yeah, there's an update for the G2. It's a firmware update. I haven't done it yet. Busted Wing. I haven't looked into what the differences were, what the add-ons were. Couldn't find the details on that. I wanted to see what it was. Yeah, the sweet spot is smaller, that's for sure, than the CV1, what I'm used to. And also, when you're in the dark flying, there's some issues because of the LCD screen, you know. Yeah, it's a sound issue, right, exactly, yeah. And I haven't really had any problems with the sound, so I haven't done the firmware update. I'll probably do it at some point. I had some issues with my PC, my Mac. Oh my God, I've had some major issues. I have a Mac that I use for like video production and for music production, because I have like a home studio for music production. It's a Mac Mini 2012, late 2012. It's been very good to me. It runs great. It's a quad set. It's a high-end one with an i7, you know, quad CPU and 16 gig. When I bought it, I bought a high-end one. I bought it new. And for some reason, it was going to this thing. It's a Catalina. You can't go past Catalina in it, on it, or a Mac OS. And for some reason, it was going to this thing where it would just reboot itself, and then it would say a problem rebooting, and it would stay on the boot screen for like days. And I went back and forth. We had to restore from Time Machine. Thank God for Time Machine. If you don't know what Time Machine is, it's Apple's image backup systems. You can actually just select an image from a time, and boom, it restores it, the whole thing. It formats the disk, and installs the image, and it's great. Thank God for Time Machine. I did that a number of times, tried a number of things, and was still having the problems. Finally, yesterday, I think I figured it out, because it's been overnight now and it didn't reboot, so that's all good. But it's still running a little slow. And I just think Catalina is not the best OS, which is why Big Sur came. One of the reasons why they went with Big Sur. But in any event, I narrowed the problem down to, I use Backblaze to back up my Mac, because I've got all my personal data and stuff on there. And Backblaze was having this error message saying that I haven't backed up your PC because of this, that, and the other thing. You have to uninstall Backblaze. So I had done that, and I hadn't reinstalled it. But then I happened to be looking in system preferences in Mac OS, and I was looking in the privacy location, and there was this Backblaze file, BKB menu it was called, I think, and that was selected. And I read online somewhere that was causing the Mac to go in this perpetual update problem, because when the Mac OS booted, it was trying to find the location for Backblaze using this file, and for some reason it couldn't find it. So I removed that file, and bingo, now things seem to be working fine. I did this like late yesterday afternoon. And I was like, I got to the point where if I ever did a restart, it would go into this, right? It would just go into this hang mode where you'd see the Apple logo for hours, and it would just never boot up. So hoping, you know, I went overnight, it didn't reboot, and the thing was, like I said, it was rebooting on its own. And generally when a Mac reboots on its own, that means that there's something wrong with the OS, or there's some sort of file corruption that it's trying to figure out, you know? So anyway, thankfully I was able to fix that. I think we should be able to get over this peak. It's going to be close. Let's see what happens. Well, we may make a turn. Oh, we're going to make a turn before the peak. All right, cool. So thankfully, I think my Mac Mini is back in business. So I'm actually thinking about selling it, because I also have a Mac Air that I use for, like, you know, playing poker and stuff. And I was thinking about selling my Mac Air and selling the Mac Mini and buying a MacBook Pro. Just having one Mac instead of two Macs. Consolidating computers, like too many computers. You know? I keep this PC that I'm on now for gaming, you know? I mean, I could use it for music and production, but I just think Macs are better for music production. I do video on both. I use DaVinci on this PC. DaVinci's a great, if you want to do video editing, DaVinci's a great video editor. It really is. It's free. Absolutely 100% free. And it runs great. So I've been using that a lot. So I've kind of getting away from using Final Cut Pro on the Mac. So, you know, anyway, I'm thinking about consolidating my Macs into one Mac rather than having two. So anyway, that was my saga for the last week with my Mac Mini, and finally I figured that out. Crazy. Crazy. Hopefully it's fixed now. Wow, that's beautiful. Alright, so while I have everybody here, we've got a little bit more time here. I guess we've probably, let's figure out where the hell we are. Big Mac, yeah. I do love Macs, though. Macs are great. I've been a Mac person since they came out. I used to work for an Apple dealer. So I've been a Mac person for a long time. We probably are... we got a long ways to go, guys. We're about halfway through our flight here. Maybe 60% through our flight. I used to work for an Apple dealer before Apple really got huge, before like they almost went out of business. And when the Mac first came out, I had one of the first ones that ever was produced, the Mac 512K, and I've been a Mac person for a long time. Prefer them for personal use, you know, because it's just so, you don't have to worry about a lot of the crap with Windows. Although you do get into situations like I just got into there, where there's like a corrupt file and you can't figure it out. So you do get into some stuff like that, but most of the time it's pretty benign. Man, we're running into some thermals here or something. Look at this plane jostling around. I guess because we're getting close to the mountain there. Ooh, it's going to be close.
500.
We're good, though. Oh, there's the old upside-down Mel. All right, let's see. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to put up, go to PFD, wind, option 1, back. So we get a little wind indicator on the PFD there. All right, so the question right now, who has ideas for the next group flight? Where would you guys like to fly? The next group flight. I was thinking somewhere in Asia, like Japan. I like flying coastal group flights, you know, because you get to see the water. Just, I don't know, the mixture of the terrain. It's kind of cool, the coastal. But I was thinking Japan would be cool. But what do you guys think? Idaho. Okay, Idaho. Idaho would be cool. Anybody else have any ideas? What do you guys think of Japan? Doing the next one in Japan. I think there's an airport down there, it looks like. "12 miles to BLOWW." That's the next waypoint. You notice you don't see the reflection of the mountains in the water? Just notice that. I mean, I would guess from this height you would see that, right? In real life. There's no reflection of the mountains in the water. Maybe it's a setting. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Copper. Thank you. Yeah, it's my settings. It's probably because I'm running the 1080 Ti. I've got it down. Osaka to Nagasaki along the coast would be great. Alright, let me make note of that. Osaka to Nagasaki. I'm taking a note of that because I don't want to forget. That's a good suggestion. Okay, thanks, Sar. Sar, you know, Sar always has the answer. Thank you, Sar. Less pronounced than... Yeah, I also think I have the setting... way down, probably, because of the 1080 Ti. Look at everybody. You guys are getting courageous, flying upside down. Mel's just flying the whole... He's just flying the whole route upside down. Oxypron. Wow, look at that. Pretty wild. Tipping your wings. All right, there you go. Give me a little tip. Give me that little tip of the wing there. There you go. I just went inside the cockpit. That's pretty wild. Magic Wings in the 208. Oh, Wheel 7183. I don't think I called you out yet. How you doing? Orakabo, I think it is. SS864, I think it is. All right, guys, looking good. Oh, I just hit the yoke there. So this is the cool thing in VR, like you're in the cockpit and you just basically look up. You have to like lean forward and look up like that, like you would in a real plane. That's what's so cool about it. What we got to fix though is we got to get on Asobo. You see, I'm going to show you something, guys. Let me get my, where's the cursor? So you see the active flight plan inside the PFD here. So I hit this flight plan button and it brings it up. This is unreadable. Okay, it's unreadable. It's way too small, unreadable, and also it doesn't update. It doesn't show you like distance. It's supposed to show you distance to each waypoint. That's how it works in X-Plane. They need to fix this. It's so unrealistic. You know, I don't even know why I have it up there. It doesn't do anything. But it would be nice if they fixed that. You know. So it looks like we've got 42 minutes to our destination. Plenty of flying left. So we're agreed that Japan will be the next group flight, guys. Let's see. We've got 2 people who said go Japan. You took the train down that route in 1970. Oh, in Japan. What's the waypoint? What's the next waypoint in the flight plan? The next waypoint would be BLOWW. BLOWW. Coming up in 1.5 miles. Let's see. Upside down VR. Doesn't he get seasick? Well, he might be in 2D. Yeah, it does really. It doesn't feel small to me, Cerrone. Like when I'm in it, it feels like this is the size that it would be. Or you just used to flying bigger planes like jets and stuff. Like maybe that's what you mean. Wheels 7185. Okay, awesome. You totally forgot today was Saturday. Diesel, how you doing? Flight's going well. You've got a G2 coming. Awesome. Awesome. Let me show you that. There you go. Oh, you got a big head and wide IPD. Okay. Yeah, I got a big head too, but I'm like at 167 for some reason. IPD. So, Diesel, you getting your G2? When you getting your G2? Any idea? You're gonna love it, man. You're gonna love it. All right, next waypoint is FIPAM. FIPAM. That's the next waypoint. 9.1 miles. Should be tomorrow. Awesome. We're looking forward to hearing how what you think. But I'm sure you're gonna love it. Maybe that has. You think, Cerrone, that's got something to do with your the 3090? Maybe. Maybe there's a setting in Flight Simulator you need to change or something, or you could probably like open XR. Oh, the pixels started going out. Oh. The pixels, you lost multiple pixels. Knock on wood, I haven't had that issue with this headset yet. There's Mel, upside down Mel. Not only that, he's got his gear down. Just loves flying upside down. Hopefully you guys have enough gas. I made sure to fill up with like 97% tank full. Alright, 5 miles to FIPAM. Then I'm sure we're going to be hanging a left here. Osaka to Nagasaki. Alright, so that's going to be our next flight. We're going to do the Japan flight. Have to map that out. I prefer these low and slow flights because you get sort of the scenic thing. It's chill. You can chat, you know. I may fly the SR22 again, though, and I'll keep it at like 130 knots or something like that. I think that's what we'll do. Oh, it was doing for other cards. I get you. Dude, you went through 3 indexes? They all had pixel issues? That's not good, man. Did they all have, I should say, did they all have pixel issues? Yeah, maybe that might be it. You might be, it may not adjust to wider IPDs, although you're limited in the IPD with the G2. I think it's a max like 69 or something like that. He took, oh, Mel took acid before the flight. Yeah, sure, Diesel, no problem. I've got a bunch of videos too on the channel if you want to check that out. And also, you should check out VR Flight Sim Guy. Steve, he's got a bunch of videos on the G2 as well. Very helpful stuff, so you might want to check that out. You forgot to switch your fuel tanks. There you go, man. Oh, the tracking stopped working. Okay. So Ronan, you must have a bigger head than me then, dude. I was worried when I was waiting for the G2 to come. I was worried that IPD was going to be too narrow because I tested like I measured mine at like 68, 69, I think it was, which is right on the hairy edge. But it ends up like for me to be perfect at like this thing set to 67. Now I've got I have a different facial plate in here. I've got the VR, what's the name of that company? VR cover facial plate. So that moves my eyes closer to the lenses, which I think allows me to have a narrower IPD, I think. So maybe a different facial plate might help you. I'm using the one from VR cover. It was 29 bucks. I did a video on it if you want to watch that. I bought it. They didn't give it to me. I bought it. And it's actually more comfortable than the one that comes with the G2 because it's got like the insert padding that you can, or the Velcro pad that you can actually take out and like wash and stuff if you want to. And it doesn't give you like I don't get the VR ring on my face with it as much as the one from the G2. So I think that I had to adjust the IPD after I put that facial plate in. So that may be the difference. If you're using the stock facial plate, your eyes are a little further away from the lenses than they would be with the other one from VR cover. Oh, you're using that? Okay. Gotcha. Some of your planes have it's. Let's see. What do you mean? You mean in the flight group here? Everybody's back there, man. Still a pretty good armada. There's Stick. Now, Stick, that's Conrad, I think, right? If I'm correct. Hard to remember, but I think Stick is Conrad. I think. And you got Wheel, you got Skidmark in the C-172. I think I want to do a VR aviation. I still have to find the time to learn how to do what do you call it? Liveries for FS 2020. I just don't have the time. I got so much other stuff I gotta get done. Like, the main thing is to find a new job. Oh, look how the nameplate's turned around there as he got in front of me. That's pretty cool. It was like an animation of the nameplate turning around. Never noticed that before. Alright, we're at a 111 knots here. And our next waypoint is JUVEM, JUVEM, 37 miles. 37 miles down this straight. I mean, you gotta remember, all this is all coastal water. I guess it's salt water, I would imagine, or brackish maybe at some points closer to inland, but I guess it's all pretty much salt water. You know, all connected out, you know, to the west of us is the Bering Sea, right? So, and the upper Pacific Ocean. Making good time. We got a half hour to Ketchikan. Yes, I agree. It's better than the stock, that's for sure. The VR cover one is, it was worth the $29. Oh, awesome! Yeah. You mean VR Wave? Yeah, VR Wave is. I'm very happy with them. Did a nice job. Oh, I see. Joke on the first. Gotcha. Will we see bears? I don't know, dude. Maybe. I don't know. It's about 68, so you're right on the hairy edge of the end of the G2. I think the G2 is 69 or 68. I don't know if we're going to see bears. We probably wouldn't, because I don't have all that, you know, ground texture stuff. I've got that pretty low because I'm running the 1080, so we may not. If there is wildlife, we're not going to see it. Probably. I think you have to have that stuff kind of like boosted up, which I don't. But in any event, we'll see plains, and we'll see trees, and we'll see water, and we'll see snow-covered mountains, and we'll see stuff like that, you know. So you're going to buy a valve too, Saron? You're going to have the G2 and the valve? Yeah, I only have the coin for one, man. My next purchase is going to be a 3080. That's my next purchase. I upgraded my PC a couple months ago. That was a huge advantage, a huge change. Going from the i7-6700 CPU to a 10700K, i7-10700K. That made a big difference, getting the 8 cores versus the 4 cores. It just really, especially in X-Plane 11, my God, what a difference it made. So glad I did that. But that upgrade cost me, because I had to upgrade the motherboard, and I upgraded the memory as well to 3400 megahertz memory, 32 gig of that, 2 16 gig cards. So that whole thing cost me like $800 some odd to upgrade. And I kept the board. I sold the CPU, my old CPU, for like $200, but I kept the board because I'm going to use the board for mining. But I sold some other parts. So this gaming PC is serving me well. It's the power supply is a 750 watt, so we've got enough juice to put a 3080 in there, and it'll hopefully last me another 4 years. You know, we shall see. But that's the next thing, a 3080. Autopilot going for a bathroom break. That's the way to do it, man. What's the cost on the, well, which, you're talking about getting the valve indexed? Oh, new headset. Sorry. Grabbing more wine. Michael, are you in the West? Are you like in Europe? Or are you drinking early in the U.S.? Oh, next one they produce, yeah. Does the index require external cameras? I think it does, right? I gotta tell you, that is the one thing. It's 5 p.m. somewhere, yeah. It's 4:20 somewhere. That's the other slogan, right? I have to tell you that the one thing, and I don't think about it often, that is so great about. All right, Conrad. The one thing that is so great about the G2, okay, is the fact that I don't need to have these sensors on my desk anymore. With the CV1, you had those sensors. With the original HTC, you had to have the sensors. I'm not sure about the index. Oh yeah, so you have to have the sensors. That is such a pain in the ass. It's so great not to have to worry about that. You just put the headset on and boom, you know. I gotta tell you, that makes it, and I still have a sensor I have to take down. It's mounted up on near my ceiling that I'm gonna have to take down.
118.5 Cessna 8 Tango Delta. Anchorage Center, Cessna
To
November 32
sell, because I can get like
8
$50 for it. So I think I'm gonna actually do that this weekend and sell that. So
Tango.
you're gonna use G2 with the valve controllers, the knuckle controllers, I guess they're calling them. Yeah, I would like to find a better solution for controllers for the G2. I'm not. That's the one thing I don't like about it. I think they kind of cheaped out on the controller. You know, it's not great. I would love to have a glove. You know, one glove, right-handed glove for VR. You know, actually for anything. You know, like I play like VR Poker Stars a lot, so you're like playing poker in VR, which is actually really, really kind of cool. Glove would be awesome. Gloves would be the way to go, you know. But if I could have a glove and just reach out and turn a knob with a glove, that would be killer. Mel's still flying upside down, so still feeling the effects of those mushrooms, I guess. Let's check outside here. Captain Beth or Seth? Captain Seth. Looking good, guys. Looking good. We're getting close. The old 172's holding out well. 21 minutes to our destination, it looks like. Ketchikan. He's gonna pass out soon, yeah. Mel's flying upside down there, man. digging that upside down thing. This is great. We got a great crowd. I think I counted 25 people flying today, which is awesome. We're going to do a group flight, group picture at the end when we get to Ketchikan. So we'll line up for that. What I'll do is I'll land first, and then, like we normally do, I'll put the runway 11. Okay. Thanks there, dude. I'll land first, and then I'll put myself in a camera position where everyone can land. So if you guys want to circle the airport or whatever, and wait till I get down, then we can put you guys on stream as you land, which was kind of cool. And then we'll line up for a picture for the next flight, where we're going to be doing in Japan, so Osaka to Nagasaki. I'll take a look at that when we're done here today. Seems like the group flights are very popular, right? So we've got 25 people today. How cool would it be if we can get 50 people in a group flight? Think we could do that? So here's how we could do it. All right. So what I'll do is when we're done today, let's do another group flight. Well, here's the thing. I'm getting my second vaccine, Pfizer vaccine, on Friday next week. So I'm not going to schedule a group flight for Saturday because I don't know how I'm going to react to that, right? So let's not say this week, but let's say the following Saturday, the 17th, I guess it would be. We'll do the Japan group flight, and then what I need to ask you guys to do, if you don't mind, is when I post the links to it, Japan will not allow you to fly upside down. Maybe not. When I post the links to our next group flight, you guys gotta send it out, all right? You guys gotta forward it out, share it out, post it, get the word out so that we can get 50 people flying. That would be cool. We can get 50 people flying. Maybe we will if it's in Japan, because that'd probably be pretty popular. I didn't realize how popular New England would be. A lot of people were into New England. Monday the 12th. I can't do Monday the 12th. I only stream on Saturdays there, Michael. Usually. Once in a while I'll throw a stream in during the week, but Saturday 10 a.m. is my normal stream. So, yeah, so it'll be like 7. Let me look at the calendar here. So I think it'll be Saturday the 17th. So Saturday the 17th will be our group flight to Japan. Let's do that. Next Saturday I'll probably stream like FS Economy or On Air, one of those. Yeah, Saturday the 17th, because I need to make sure, because a lot of people have had, not a lot, but some people have had a couple of rough days after they get the second Pfizer shot. So I'm just thinking that, that Saturday I may be, feeling a little shitty. Now, when I had the first shot, that's what I had the first shot. That's what happened to me. I was in the middle of a stream and I had to cut it off because I started to really feel kind of crappy. So I don't want to have to do that again. So let's say tentatively for the April 17th. And like I said, when I post it, if you guys can help me out and share the post wherever you think it's appropriate, and we'll try to get 50 people in the group flight. That would be pretty cool. All right, so we got 9 miles to go to JUVEM. You feel crappy for 8 hours. Yeah. Now, my wife had both, and she didn't have any reaction. The first one, she felt a little tired. The second one, she felt a little tired. That was it. And she was fine. Now, my wife is one of these, she's a person that nothing gets her down. Like, she's got a huge amount of energy. And if she's feeling like sick, she'll push herself to not feel sick. She's like one of those types, you know. But I give her credit. But she didn't have any major issues with it. I'm hoping the same. Like I said, I felt crappy for 2 days after I had the first one. And just tired. Like, I wasn't, like, sick or anything. One day I had, like, a really bad stomach cramp. I don't know if that was attributed to that, but it got really bad. Yeah, feeling crappy, it's working. That's what they say. That's what the thought is when you get a vaccine. If you feel crappy, then it's stuff's going in your body. But I'm not a doctor, so I really don't know. You know, a lot of this stuff with this vaccine is, you know, unanswered. But I figured at my age, you know, might as well do it. So, all right, let's see. Oh, 14 minutes. So we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. We got JUVEM. And then after JUVEM, you had COVID in January. Okay. Hopefully it wasn't that bad. After JUVEM, we're going, we turn into VALNR, and then we're flying. So we're landing. So after JUVEM, we've got about 22 miles to land. Glad you made it through. Yeah, glad you made it through. All right, so one more shameless plug. Under my videos now, you're going to see the Bambino Tech merchandise. I'm going to be adding some cool t-shirts. The first one I've added is, well, look at the sweatshirt this time. I'd rather be flying in VR. Comes in different colors. Look at that color. That's a cool color. I kind of like these colors, like these darker colors. That's a cool one. I might get that one. Let's see. This one's kind of pinkish. This one's kind of cool. Oh, I like that color. They come in a bunch of different colors, and you can get that if you'd like to support the channel. Like I said, some of the proceeds go to support the channel. Anyway, so we're going to be adding that kind of merch to the store, so hopefully you'll check that out, guys. Alright, could be wrong, but I think the point of vaccine is to trick your body into creating antibodies necessary to make you immune to the targeted disease. Generally, that's how it works. This is a different kind of vaccine. It's an RNA vaccine. It's not a... Usually a lot of vaccines are like a little... Like the flu vaccine is a little bit of the flu. So it's a little different. And, you know, yeah, I mean, your body showing the symptoms is reacting to the virus on a smaller level. I don't really know the science behind it. I know that it's one of the first times they've used this type of vaccine technology. I think it's an RNA-based technology versus, you know, the actual virus. So, yeah, it's a different... Now, there's different types. I'm talking about the Pfizer one. I know Moderna is different, and the J&J vaccine is different. So there's some different things to it. So you just felt out with fatigue and stiff muscles. Oh, that's good. That's good that it was only that. Yeah, I mean, I would describe what I felt from the first vaccine as fatigue, you know? So, anyway, let's just hope that the effects are minimal. All right, so one more waypoint, VALNR, and then we're landing. Runway 11 at Ketchikan. So, again, the plan is I'll land, and I'll get us set up in a decent camera angle, and then if you guys want to circle and then take turns landing, whatever. We've got 25 people, so if 2 are landing at the same time, oh well. But we'll get you guys on the stream as you guys are landing, and then we'll line up for a group pick. Let's do that. All right, 12 miles to our final approach into Ketchikan. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. The old Cessna's holding up very well. We burned about almost a half tank of gas. No, Cerrone, I'm not. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to bring chat into the G2 3D world in the cockpit. I just have not found a way to do that. I need to be able to bring, basically what I need to bring is a Chrome, one single Chrome window into the chat, and I have not found a way to do that with Windows Mixed Reality in the G2, unfortunately. You would think that that's one of the first things that they would design, right? But, and I need it clean so like I could just bring a Chrome window. I don't want to bring a whole application in there and slow shit down and affect the frame rate. I want to bring one Chrome window with a chat in it. That's it. That's all I want to bring in. So, you know, in X-Plane you have Move VR, which works. Although it's not great, hasn't been updated for a while, so the image quality is not fantastic. It's Mel, still upside down. But yeah, I haven't found a good way to do that, unfortunately. So I have to, you know, you'll see me, you see the VR image move up on the screen. When I'm doing this, I'm actually flipping up the headset so I can read chat, which sucks because it breaks immersion for me. Although it does give my eyes a little rest, you know, so I like to rest my eyes a little bit. Anywho, the AstraZeneca have quite heavy symptoms in the first 24 hours as well. Yeah, so the classics, I guess that's is the AstraZeneca one not RNA based, I guess, or is it just basically viral based? God, this whole thing was such a nightmare, wasn't it? Jeez. I think that's our airport up there. Up there to the little plateau there. It's going to be the first time landing here. I never landed here before, so we'll check it out. I think it's going to give me pattern or straight in approach, I wonder. We'll probably get our... I don't know if it's a towered airport. We'll see. I don't think it is. Not a towered airport, so. But we're gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight in. If you guys want to pattern in, that's fine. I'm gonna go straight in, and then, like I said, I'll get lined up so I can watch you guys land on stream. All right, so I'm going to bring her down to 1,500 feet. Get prepared for landing. Let's see. We'll assume we're going to go through our checklist here. We checked all. The fuel level is at set at both, so we've got plenty of fuel. We're going to put our mixture in when we land. In fact, I could probably just do that now. Mixture is full rich. We're going to use our flaps when we land, obviously, but right now we're not going to set that until we get to our approach. Moving through to 1,600 feet. Oh, there's, okay, Quax 55 or 33. Can't tell which one it is. Way ahead of us there. I'm imagining flying with us. I didn't even call you out, so welcome. Brian Wheeler just disappeared. I'm not sure if he was with us or not. There's Captain Seth. There's Sharky JML. I don't think I called you out. NYZ0000. I don't think I called you out. Orcarbo 55 SS864. I don't think I called you out. Maybe I did. There's Brian Wheeler. I'm not sure if he's with us or not. Oh, there's our airport. Down there, it looks like? Yeah, okay. Right ahead of us. It's not over there. It looks like it would be. Like, that would be a good place for an airport.
Alpha Kilo Tango traffic Cessna November 328 Tango Delta 11 miles northwest, 1,500 feet inbound to land runway 11.
All right, we're 11 straight in approach. Yeah, we're in a towered airport, so we're gonna go straight in 11 and bring her down. So we're all prepped for landing. We're all good. What is the acronym? GUMP. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop. I think it is. So we got gas. Fuel's good. Undercarriage is fixed, so we don't have to worry about that. Mixture is in, and prop is good. GUMP. All right, we can actually come down to 1,000. Yeah, we're not totally perfectly lined up here, but it looks like a nice approach. We're gonna go off autopilot here now. Little congested in this little valley here, eh? But a cool place to fly nonetheless. Yeah, look at that. All the nameplates are blocking the runway. Like, I can't see the runway. That's a flaw. But I can just about make it out. Certainly can see the blinking lights, the light indicator, but I can just about make out the runway here. And it looks like we have a flashing guide
Alpha
into.
Kilo Tango traffic Cessna November 328 Tango Delta is on final runway 11 to land.
What a beautiful approach, huh? Let's get our first notch of flaps in there. Mel's still doing his barrel rolls. So again, guys, if you want to circle around and land after I'm down, I'll make sure I try to call you guys out as you land. Look at that. That'd be a nice flight up there into that valley. All right, 96 knots. Runway definitely in sight. Lined up 100% right on a 11, ready for 11. Runway seems to be clear of aircraft, even though that could change very quickly with 25 people trying to land at Ketchikan. We're going full flaps now. And we'll power up a little bit, try to keep it around 80.
500.
We got no crosswind. We got 2 knots of tailwind. So this should be pretty smooth here. We got the lights in the trees there guiding us in. 82 knots. Gotta watch out for those trees. Couple people on the ground. It's a nice little airport. 80 knots. We're gonna bring her down to 75. 260 feet, 250, 230, 210. Now we're at 200. 77 knots. And looking good. For a nice calm flare. Over the threshold. And we'll throttle down. A couple people on the ground already. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go right over here and see if we can get out and watch everybody land. Now don't hit me when you land, guys. Let's get my parking brake on. Alright, here we go. Got a lot of planes to land, guys. Here comes Wheels 7185. Oh, 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 oh. There he goes. And a little bit of dolphining. Ease down. Nice job. And there's DXLR coming in hot. Looks like we got Elliot 5165. You're down. Eli Jot, sorry. Or is it Elliot? I can't remember. Can't tell. Oxypron in the Cessna. Floating down. Beautiful. A little to the right, at the left, but that's alright. Skid mark in the 172. He's down. Sharky in the 208. He's down. Status Freak or Stats Freak. We got a few more to get down here. Here's Skid Mark. Is that Skid Mark? No, that's Skid Mark's down already. P hard to read. Seco MSX. Oh, little tail dance there. Darth Pommel. There you go. Nice job. Keep your engines running, guys, because we're going to move from this spot to take the picture. So keep your engines running, guys. Orcaba, and a number after the end, down in what seems to be the Piper. Crackerjack is down in the 172, although landed a bit to the right. Here comes Copper Sends. Captain Seth's over there. Copter Sends is down. Right down the middle, right on the center line. Here comes SAR. He's coming down. Alright, so the shot that we're going to do here, SAR, he's down. Coming right by us. There you go. Good job. There's Mark XF9214. Mark's F. That's what it is. Mark's F. 9214. He's down. Dickie Fuller still in the air. Skipper Lord still in the air. After that, I think we got everybody down. Oh, there's Mel. I wonder if Mel's going to land upside down. I doubt it. I don't think he could pull that off. Looks like Skipper Lord is on final. He's coming down pretty quick. After a while, in VR, you feel like you're at a real airport. It's really weird. Skipper Lord is that. He's just about down. Touchdown. There you go. Right on the center line. Nice job in the 172. I thought we had 3 planes, but I guess we only have... Oh, there he is. There's Dickie Fuller. They're probably pretty close together. Dickie's still at 2391, so we need to get Dickie down here. Mel, we need to get you down. Or are you just going to buzz the field flying upside down? We'll wait a few minutes. Now I can see Dickie Fuller coming down. Losing altitude. Descending quite a bit. Mel is probably at about 1,000 feet, it looks like. Roughly. Someone just flew overhead. Tropic Blue. Or bus. Tropic Bus. Alright, Mel. I can't tell which one's closer. I think, because there isn't really... Both the labels are the same, so they may be actually very close together. I don't know. But I don't actually see a plane yet, so... But Dickie Fuller definitely losing out. Definitely descending. Now down to 16, coming through 69. Just saw his plane. Now I can see his plane. So he's ahead of Mel. Coming down to 14 through 14. Definitely on final, it looks like. And I guess Mel is pretty far out there because I don't see his plane. So if we don't see his plane here in a few minutes, then we're going to go line up for our group photo. Dickie Fuller coming down to 1,200 feet. Definitely see his nav lights now, so... I think Mel's out in the middle of the straight doing acrobatics. He can't get enough. Alright. Oh, there's Mel. Okay, he's going to do his upside down buzz. Alright, there you go, dude. Show off. Alright, Mel, let's get you landing now. Alright, here comes Dickie. He's on a long final. Now down to 700 feet, close to. Coming through 500 and definitely on final. Now coming through 400 feet. Taking his sweet ass time. And Mel gonna land here. He's taking a more drastic approach here. All right, Mel is down. A little bit of dolphining there. All right, little quick there, dude. Little quick. All right, Dickie Fuller coming down on the 172. Finally touching down center line. Clearly visible. And he's down. All right, guys. Everyone's down. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to taxi over. Just follow. Just wait till you see me in position. Okay? And then get behind me. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch to 2D so we can see it on the screen a little bit better. So, let's... let me get to my parking brake off here. I'm gonna actually taxi down this runway a little bit. So I would like to get that the tower in the picture. So let's do this. Let's go over here. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I want to just make sure I got this right here. And don't get too close to me because then your nameplate won't show up. So hopefully like right there. Let's take a look at this angle here. I think that should be good. Let me just, I'm going to pull up a little bit here. All right, before you guys get into position, just hold off. Let me get it on 2D so we can see it, all right? Give me a second here. All right, let's go to 2D. Hopefully Microsoft Flight Simulator won't crash. Nope. Good. Go outside. And let's go to here. All right, that's going to be the picture right there, guys. I'll give you guys a few minutes to get into position for that. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry. All right, let's go to... Hold on. Got plenty of spots. So find a spot where your name tag's going to show if you want your name tag shown. If you don't, then, you know, that's fine too. Let's get this right here. Guys, a few seconds here. think some people thought their name tag wouldn't, never thought their name tag would be spoken. No problem, Dickie. No problem for waiting. Did a nice landing. There's Mel still doing his acrobatics. Mel, if you want to get in the picture, you got to land, dude. All right, so give you a few more minutes here, and then we'll take this snapshot. I can do this. I'm not using the drone camera, so I guess I could use the free cam. You have to remember, I have to think about how I'm going to do this for a screenshot for a thumbnail. So just leave it to me, guys. All right, let's go like this. There's Brian in the 320, I guess. Alright, there you go. I think that's going to be good. Give Brian, get your 320 right up over here behind Ellie, Ellie Jot, if you could. Crossroads, you're moving out of the picture. Brian, if you could taxi right up over here. Brian Wheeler, just taxi right up over here behind Elliot, and then we'll get you. It'd be cool to have that Airbus in the picture. If you can do that, if you're with us. If you're not, then I'll give you a few seconds here. Captain Seth. Who the hell is that? Mel? Alright, so let's, I guess it looks like Brian's he's taxiing to the gate over there. There's Ellie. So get yourself back in position there, Ellie Jot. Oh, uh-oh. Nosedive. Alright, so 30 more seconds and I'm going to take the picture. Rolling good spots there. Now just moving there made your label disappear, so I'm not sure you wanted to do that. Trying to get up, trying to sneak up closer. See what happens? Here's Nell. Or I guess it's Nell actually. Alright, here we go. There's one. Cool. That's a nice picture, don't you think? So let me just change the angle. Distance and stuff. Get this angle right there, like that. That looks kind of cool. Capture 3. All right, guys. Well, guys, that was a nice, almost 3-hour stream. I thought it was an excellent flight. I appreciate everyone joining. It was lots of fun. Lots of fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys, but 25 people in a flight. That's pretty damn cool. I appreciate all you guys taking some time to do this. Hope you guys had fun. Again, the next one, we're going to do Japan. Osaka to Nagasaki. Probably not pronouncing those correctly. But we're going to go to Japan, and tentatively on the 17th, I'll schedule that up, and then you guys can help out by forwarding it and commenting or whatever, and getting more people involved. And let's try to get it up to 50 people. That would be awesome. Although 25 would be great too, but let's try to increase that. Guys, listen, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks to everyone for the flight, guys. It was excellent. Enjoy the rest